Many people try to be as smart as they can to reach their full potential. They study hard and pay attention in classes and even do all their homework that is required to be successful. There is one thing, however, that often gets in the way of many people achieving their dreams. And that something is standardized testing. Standardized testing is a flawed way to measure one's academic knowledge. It doesn't value creativity and is much too important to be used for accurate data. There must be a new, more precise way to measure one's academic abilities in order for everyone to be correctly accounted for. The first reason why standardized testing is flawed is because it doesn't value many important factors. In the workforce, creativity is often a crucial thing to have. Creativity benefits society in many ways, such as inspiring creators and encouraging people to look at problems from different and new approaches. Creativity also allows both producer and consumer, or any other person, to have a little bit of fun in the buying or selling process. In most organizational settings, leaders are expected to be able to think creatively and come up with innovative solutions to work-based problems, and they often do. This fostering and harnessing of creative abilities as a whole team is likely to produce an even richer selection of creative ideas and solutions to work tasks and problems. This is due to diversity in group members who collectively possess knowledge in a variety of perspectives not found in just one single person. Best Practice Consulting 2011. So, it is quite obvious that creativity is a very crucial step in being successful in the workforce. However, according to an editorial by one teacher in the Denver Post, standardized tests are killing our students' creativity and desire to learn. The children have encountered it every year since third grade, and every year it has taken a part of their souls. Lazar 2013. Students think that standardized testing has taken a part of their souls? That's crazy to me. This includes the fact that standardized tests measure only a small portion of what makes education meaningful. According to researcher Gerald W. Bracey, who has recently passed away, qualities that standardized tests cannot measure include enthusiasm, empathy, self-awareness, self-discipline, leadership, civic-mindedness, courage, compassion, resourcefulness, sense of beauty, sense of wonder, honesty, integrity, creativity, critical thinking, resilience, motivation, persistence, curiosity, endurance, reliability, the list goes on and on. Procon 2018. America is facing a creativity crisis as standardized testing is dumbing down curriculums and jeopardizing the country's economic future. A 2010 College of William and Mary study found that American scores on Torrance test of creative thinking have been dropping very steadily since 1990. And researcher Kyung-hee Kim lays part of the blame on the increase of standardized testing. If we neglect creative students in school because of the structure and the testing movement, then they become underachievers. Pro-Con 2018. Because standardized testing doesn't value creativity and many other important aspects, it is a flawed way in measuring one's predicted result in the workforce. The next reason why standardized testing is flawed is due to how big of tests they produce. One simple number can mean the difference between getting into a college or not. It can also mean the difference between getting a scholarship if their scores are too high or too low. Because of this obsession of getting the highest number possible or possibly being seen as a failure, many students have developed test anxiety. As said in the 2014 movie Interstellar, it takes two numbers to measure one's correct gene size, but it only takes one number to measure my child's future. While I'm not claiming this to be a very credible source, of course, it does show that just a single number is being used, and it is much too important to be used to determine someone's future. Because of the high-risk test, many children are negatively impacted due to the extreme pressure put on them. It is commonly known that standardized testing causes severe stress in younger students. According to education researcher Gregory J. Cizik, anecdotes about illustrating how testing produces gripping anxiety in even the brightest students and makes young children vomit, cry, or both. And matter of fact, on March 14th, 2002, the Sacramento Bee even reported that test-related jitters, especially among young students, are so common that the Stanford 9 exam comes with instructions on what to do in case if a student vomits on it. Procon 2018. This leads to the events preceding the test. You can ask basically any high school senior going through the admissions process or applying for jobs and schools, and they will respond with the same answer on how they're doing, and that being stressed. By the time students graduate from a public school in Texas, they would have spent 34 full days taking standardized tests. This number is 32 in Tennessee and 28 in California. Lozer 2013. With high amounts of emotions due to students closing a chapter in their lives, students are also tasked with making a huge decision that will affect the rest of their life. However, before they are able to make this decision, they have to first worry about whether college will even accept them. Seniors or non-traditional students must worry about applying to schools, writing essays, worrying about their grades, listing every single extracurricular activity they have been a part of, and last but definitely not least, take standardized tests. The student gets no feedback on how to perform better, but they only get one simple number. Sternberg, 2015, a professor at Cornell University, says we need to give kids a chance because where you go to college really does matter, and many kids have the ability to succeed but are never given the chance because they bomb one single test. In his closing remarks, Sternberg also noted that the tests have become more important than what it was originally intended to predict. That is really backwards, but that this is something we can change. Let's give the kids a chance, and let's give them a chance to help change society. It is obvious that the current method of testing used to calculate students' abilities is quite flawed. It's sad seeing so many students get discouraged or upset or even give up over a single number. Because standardized tests don't value creativity and is used for other people's benefits and is too important in today's society, many people are getting left out and then are at a disadvantage. However, this can be fixed. A new test must be created that value all of these characteristics and more. It may take time, but it is crucial for accuracy for future generations. Thank you.